Well, here we go. My name is David Spires and I have entered the Great Guitar Build-Off 2021. I am an amateur at this guitar building thing. I have not done a full scratch build to date. I have built a few bodies but not ventured into the area of neck building. That is something that I'm going to do with this build, of course. And have done a lot of research and studying and watched a lot of videos like what Ben Crow does to do that, but it will be a bit of a challenge for me, and that is the reason why I'm doing this. It's not because I want to acquire any fame or notoriety for it. I just want to do it as a challenge to myself to see if I can actually do this and be part of something that is, I think, going to be very big, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So what am I planning on doing? Well, I'm a huge fan of the Telecaster. It is my favorite guitar. I have a couple. So yes, I've got my Telecaster template here. And this is the wood that I'm going to be working with. For the body, I've got some sapele that I'm going to be using, along with some flamed maple that I will be putting a cap on the sapele, and doing a couple things not so traditional with the Telecaster. One is I'll be putting in an arm contour and bending the maple cap over top of that, and so that's something I need to figure out exactly how thick I need to make this material, the flame maple, so that it will actually bend over and not create any problems. I'm also going to be mounting everything from behind. I did that with actually this guitar here. Love how it looks. This one's almost finished. I just like the fact that it exposes the maximum amount of the flamed maple to show off the wood. So that's what I'm doing for this design. For the neck, I still haven't decided. Kind of humming and hawing over whether to use a piece of flamed maple or some Padauk. And then for fretboards, I've got a couple options. I've got some Indian rosewood, and I've also got some lacewood. But I've never seen or heard of anyone using lacewood for a fretboard, so I don't know if there are any particular challenges to it. It seems like a fairly hard wood, and I've had this piece cut down, and it's been like this for a while. It seems to be fairly stable and staying flat, so I'm hopeful that I'll be able to use this, because if you've seen lacewood before, it's actually a really cool, tight, intricate pattern in it, so I think it would look pretty neat on as a fretboard. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know that I'll be doing a lot of talking. Certainly won't be doing a whole lot of teaching, but I will show the process that I'm going to do. The first part, of course, being using the planer and jointer to get these pieces down to the blanks, and then from there going on and cutting out the template pieces and doing all that fun stuff. So here we go. It started. So here we are, going to run this sapele through a planer, get it down to about, I have my measurements here, to about 40 millimeters. I want an overall thickness of about 45 millimeters combined between the sapele and the flame maple, which is on my table saw here. But yeah, we're gonna slowly take our passes, just kind of checking for snipe, and hopefully that doesn't happen, and won't bore you too much with that. So now I have my body material run through the thicknesser, and we're looking at a combined thickness of just over 1 3/4, about pretty much where I wanted it to be. Now I have to join them, so I'm going to run things through the jointer and glue it up. So now that I have my body material to the proper thickness, or at least the thickness that I want, I need to put an edge on it so I can flatten it out and join the two pieces together. Then from there, I can put the template on and start making this thing look like a guitar. I'm not sure if the camera is really picking up on that flamed maple, but that figuring is, from my point of view, looking pretty darn good. Well, as you can probably tell from all these clamps, it's time to glue up the body. So here we go. It's had at least 12-14 hours to dry. I'm going to take off the clamps and see how it looks. Seam is looking pretty darn good. Now it's time to glue up the flame maple top. Okay, so I've got things set up to glue up the flame maple top for this guitar. I'm not going to be using as many clamps, just using 4, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. There's not a lot of surface area there for the glue to sit on, and if I put too much pressure on, then I might end up with a situation where it kind of bows, and I don't want that. I want it to match up nicely. I have marked some lines so that as much as I can, I'm matching up the book matching the flames in that maple. So here we go with some glue.